but they were a whole different ball game. Dart heads, I don't know, they flow over 300 cc's, so like 230 intake. They're very comparable to the 990 iron GM heads, but they surpass them by far. You know, like their performance of them is just way better. This guy's way too slow for me. So I put those heads on, the motor's all together. I've already fired it up, broken in. Well, it's almost broken in, and I'm at the point now where I had to get a bigger carburetor because the last motor only ran a 750 Holley double pumper, so I need a bigger carburetor. And I picked up a Dominator, but little did I know it was an 1150, and I was shooting for a 1050. The 1150 is a little too big. With those heads, it's about 12.5 to 1 compression, and the cam is small. It's only a 660 solid roller cam. I had another cam. I ended up selling it, but it was like a 714 lift. I should have put that cam in, but it didn't look like it was in as good of shape as the 666. So I went with the smaller cam, which I can always change it. I don't know what this thing is going to do in my Malibu. It has Lexan doors, Lexan trunk, bumpers. The fenders are stripped out, so they're just the outer skin. No interior. It has a 10-point cage. So I'm assuming the car is around 3,000 pounds, 2,900. Probably with me in it, it's probably going to be around 3,000 pounds. I hope it's not more than that. I'd like to keep it 3,000 or less. And once this is all done, I picked up another Dominator. It's a 1050, but it's alcohol. So I may just run alcohol in this thing. The carburetor was in superb condition, and I got a crazy deal on it. So I picked that carburetor up, and I'm actually in the process right now at my house on the bench, tearing it down, messing with it, cleaning it up, going over everything in it, and I'm going to put new gaskets, new accelerator pumps on it, and this way I can make an attempt to run that thing. Which obviously I got to upgrade my fuel lines, need a new fuel pump. So, you know, we'll have to check it out more once that's together and done and on there. It'll be my first time running alcohol, so I might not even like it. I might think it's too much of a pain in the butt having to, you know, I have that other Dominator. I can clean that one up, make sure it works, throw it on there, and then run, you know, race fuel through there to obviously keep everything lubed up in the motor and whatnot when it's going to sit, and then tear the other one apart. It just seems like it's a lot of work when it's basically going to be like a weekend warrior. I'm not going to be able to go out all the time. Well, I guess you'd say like a part-time weekend warrior, because I won't be able to go to the racetrack every weekend. It would be nice, but I know that it's not going to happen. So it's just going to be a lot of work to run alcohol, but I'm going to make an attempt. I'm going to try it, see what happens. Maybe it'll work out and I'll enjoy it. Because like I said too, now you saw the garage, I just built that garage, so I'll be able to bring everything home. Right now the car's in my dad's, so when I gotta go over there to mess with it, it's a pain in the butt. I have to see if my mom would be there to watch my daughter. She's only 5. To hang out with my daughter, because she doesn't want to be in the garage all the time unless it's nice outside, where she could be outside on her swing set and then come over, you know, by me and her grandfather when we're out there in the garage. So there's just a lot of work and effort involved in it. So I can't wait to get this garage finished up, which will be in the spring. Get that home. I have a Fox Body Mustang that I want to work on. I picked that up dirt cheap with very low miles. The only problem, which everybody's like, well, it doesn't matter in the miles because there's no engine in it. Yeah, but the point is, you show me a Fox Body Mustang that's been in storage for like 14, 15 years and has absolutely no rust on it and is in amazing condition, where I only paid $1,000 for it. Show me that. Then I picked up a 95 that I obviously took the disc brake, 5-lug rear end out of, the 5-speed I'm going to hold on to, which I still have the 5-speed from the 87 Fox, and the motor that was in that 95, 302, obviously 95, still 302, only 70,000 miles on that, so that's going to be great, you know, that'll be nice. And obviously I'll throw a little cam in it, but I just want to put it together and have something to just cruise around the streets just for the hell of it. It ain't no race car. It's just that I couldn't pass it up that I've always liked the Fox Body Mustang, and it was so clean. I didn't want to let it go. I didn't want to let it go, see, you know, some hack get it, chop it all to hell, or, you know, some kid get it and wrap it around a telephone pole or whatever. But anyhow, I want to take that and turn it into a like a rat rod truck kind of. But I don't want to go extreme and bolt, you know, like license plates and stuff on the side of it, you know, where there's a rust spot, you know, nothing like that. Nothing against that stuff, but I just want to put air ride on it and probably put just stock steel wheels, beauty rings, and cruise it around. You know, that's it. I don't even have a motor for it yet. I thought of so many different possibilities, like a 4BT Cummins, something different, but nothing extravagant. Like everybody's telling me to put an LS in it, which is cool, but it's not a race car. It's not a race truck. I don't need to have 400 horsepower in a truck that's got air ride that I'm going to just drag the back bumper on the ground just because, you know. So anyway, that's that. So I'll get to work on that stuff next year, obviously, because the garage should be all buttoned up in the spring, and we'll make an attempt to get some stuff done. Which I have many other things going on as well too, though. Like all kinds of stuff rolling around the back of the truck. I waterproofed my basement last year. The dirt now is finally done settling. I mean, I've tamped it and ran it over with the skid steer, but anyway, it's finally done settling. I had to take my front porch down in order to waterproof the basement. So now this spring, I'm going to build the new front porch, and since I'm putting, obviously, at the side my new garage, depending on the cost of it, I'm going to go ahead and re-side the house. Now, I'm not saying that like the cost of paying someone to do that. I'm saying if I have enough money left over to do it myself. I do as much work as possible that I can by myself. I don't see a point paying someone if you could do it your own self. I mean, there's an extreme of certain things, like the roof on my house. The pitch is pretty steep. I don't know if I'll do the roof on the house like I did the garage. The garage is 412 with a 33-foot span across the building, so that was cake. I mean, that's not much of an angle at all, so I wasn't concerned with that. But the house, it's a lot steeper, so I don't know if I want to go ahead and do that one. So I might pay someone to do the roof, but I plan to side it so everything matches. And then at that point, the front garage that like my 62 Chevy is in, that garage is going to come down. There's no need for that garage anymore. I'll add on another garage. I'm going to put an attached garage to the front of the, like the left side of the house in the front. And this way me and my girlfriend can park our daily cars in that garage. It's attached to the house, so you're not playing games trying to, you know, park in the garage over there. It's raining, snowing, running around to the side of the house, you know, whatever. I hate that. So that's not for me. I'm not going to do it. I'll build a new garage on the side of the house, which, yes, I'll build the garage. And anyway, I decided to come to Walmart. I want to get this done before I get my daughter, because otherwise if I bring her in there, we'll never get out. So I'm going to just cut this video right here, and then maybe we'll pick up later, depending on how busy I am, which I have laundry to do. I'm going to start dinner later on after my buddies leave, and figure something else out. So anyway, this is basically, I guess, a short, crappy introduction to my very first vlog. And I know it's boring, it stinks, I'm driving, I have no idea what the quality of this video is going to be. Don't even know if you can hear me or not. And because this GoPro, like with the back on it, the sealed back, I noticed when I was four-wheeling and I watched that video, the volume is so low and quiet. And so I put the back on it that has the it's all open, so like you can plug in your cord, your power cord, and the transfer cord, or whatever you call that thing, I don't know. You can plug that stuff in. And also one other thing, I don't have editing software. I plan to get a new laptop, so I don't want to get any software right now and load it on this computer and not be able to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? This computer is like 4 years old that I have, so I'd rather just get rid of, you know, well, not get rid of the computer, but get a new computer, get the editing software. So this video is just uncut, crappy as crappy can get. And that girl's like staring inside of her mouth while she's driving through the parking lot. Anyhow, the video is gonna suck. I'll tell you that right now. And I'll get my new computer in probably the second week of December, get some editing software, and start making some videos that make sense, you know, that it's not just a drawn out, like I see I'm at 27 minutes and 30 seconds. and it's not gonna be some drawn out crappy video. Maybe by then too I won't be as shy about taking the camera with me. You know, I see everybody like Roman Atwood and Lance Stewart, like they just walk around like it's a part of them, you know, to have the camera on them. Like One Pug Life. I've been watching his videos ever since he moved to Inwood, and all this started from me looking something up on YouTube, and then I came across like seeing the videos, and then the thumbnail picture like caught my eye. So I'm like, hey, you know, I'm gonna check this out. And obviously, like, I watch Roman's videos. He's funny. You know, starting off with like the ball pit video, you know, that stuff. He just comes up with some really genius ideas and fun stuff to do. And even just the vlogs, like I'm just interested to see what he does every day, like where he's going, you know, how things are going for him. And the cool thing is too, he only lives like 2 hours away. So I just thought that was kind of cool. So obviously I subscribed to him, which I have another channel, which I subscribe to all these guys on my other channel, but with something went wrong with my computer, my last computer, and I wasn't able to access it anymore, like get into YouTube. Like, I don't know what happened. Google was all screwed up. So that computer had a virus and whatnot, and I kind of just lost interest in it. Didn't watch YouTube for a while when I had this computer. And then when I got back into it, it's like it wasn't a big deal to me. So recently, over like the past probably less than a year, maybe I think it was more so when I changed jobs at work and I had more time in my hands, where when I wanted to sit down and relax for like, you know, an hour or two before I go to bed instead of always running around doing stuff, I realized, hey, you know, like, I'll check out some YouTube. So anyway, with that being said, I guess it's kind of like a thank you to, you know, like Roman and One Pug Life and Lance, like, for getting my interest in this stuff. You know, like, they were the ones that kind of brought me into this, I guess, this situation, like had me interested in checking all this out. So I'm gonna make an attempt. Who knows, I might not like it, might fail miserably, who knows, but I'm going to attempt. You never know what's gonna happen until you try, right? So I guess till next time, I will see you later.